Hi, you guys, it's Wendy coming to you with a project share. This particular book or journal rather, is a commissioned piece and it was meant to be a masculine travel journal. So that was kind of the direction I was given. I chose to go with kind of, I guess, primary colors mainly. I chose to avoid bright colors. And actually, with the materials that I have, it's pretty much a given that a lot of the materials are vintage, so they're not going to be super bright anyway. Just wanted to show you what I came up with. Covered the exterior of the book with some scrapbook paper that had luggage suitcases on it. I thought that was appropriate. Altered the book called Airy. I think it's a sci-fi book of some sort. I chose it actually because the person who commissioned the piece actually has a cat, I believe, that has a similar name. Anyway, have this blue tassel. I decided to keep it pretty simple. It's weird how I've developed this sense that, certain things are masculine or feminine, and when I go to add ribbon, I find that ribbon and any of those sorts of things that I have seem kind of feminine. So I thought that this tassel, I thought it's best to maybe keep it kind of simple. On the inside, just, pretty much grabbed every possible travel idea that I could. Anything from some paper that features pavement. I was kind of thinking like all sorts of travel, right? Like road trip, plane trips overseas, here in the US, anything that was kind of travel related. I have this word search that's got certain things, that are travel related. I'm kind of obsessive. I found that when I put these together, my husband teases me because I'll come downstairs to where the majority of my book type materials are, and I kind of just zone out and am on the lookout in every single book for things that will be useful for the project. And I can spend hours doing that. So each of these is a labor of love. Just wanted to show this embossed United States that's on this page. I thought that was kind of cool. This came from a little booklet that gas stations were giving out, and it has, expenses and logging your gas and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of cool. These postcards are amazing, and they were they came in our mail, and it was basically asking for money. And how sometimes they'll give you free gifts like labels or things like that. And they have these amazing postcards. So we re-upped on I can't think of the organization, but we re-upped on it, and I feel good using those postcards. This is from that Carolyn Kennedy poetry book I've talked about in previous videos. A little Walt Whitman I thought would be kind of cool. Lots of maps. Even the scrapbooking paper, I tried to make it kind of leathery. Again, just my idea of masculine. So we'll see. Lots of places for writing as usual. Lots of vintage images. Here we have these kids that are getting ready to go on the plane, I guess with their mom. Children's books that have images of planes or trains, that sort of thing. Lots of language books. I have tons of language books, and so I pulled from those. I also did some kind of like toiletries and bag type images. Here's an image about France. Quotes about travel. This is words that I thought were sort of reminiscent. Of course, it's got journey in there. So I'm always thinking, none of the things that I do are really arbitrary for some of these theme things, down to the little details. They're really about travel. Quotes that are travel. This came from a book in my collection that's written in German, and it's on going to New York. So that's cool. This is, I think, Sweden or Norway map. I imagine this is New York. These folks look like they're maybe in Arizona or something of that sort. This is a really cool piece. This is a tiny little map. I don't want to mess it up here on camera, but anyway, it folds out. So that's kind of a fun little detail. This book page, or the liner sheet to a book, is all written in German. This is a map of Berlin, Japan and Korea. Another place to write. Plain image. This came to me in Happy Mail. It was painty paper, and it was also for a travel journal, and it had China. There's another one in here for Italy. I think it's really beautiful. This is actually a Discover card, I guess, advertisement that came in the mail wanting you to get a Discover card, and I just really like the envelopes that they use. So that's in there. Lots of pockets. There's a castle. This paper is pretty cool. It's got point A to point B, distance from home, things we took with us, things we brought home, activities, repeat trip again, yes or no. So that's kind of cool. Lots of globes. There's that other painty paper I talked about that is Italy inspired. And Rome. This came from the Dollar Tree. It was there's sort of like little tiny booklets that you give kids to explore the world around you. Lots of stamps, things that I associate with travel. This is a book on interior decorating that I thought kind of had a vibe of a certain vacation destination. Masculine images. This is what I imagined the world traveler wearing, going in style, first class and whatnot. Here's another vacation destination, travel. Got our suitcase and our cool shoes and whatnot. Old airplane images. Here's another trip notebook that I have that's got little notes on it. Norway, I believe. This is a cool little clear pocket that has all the states on it. I thought that was kind of neat. Tons of maps. I have several books of these Chinese paper cuts, and they're gorgeous, and I tried to incorporate them, but they're just too delicate, so I used the front cover off of it. These guys, I don't know, just decided that they needed to be in there, mainly because on the back side we've got some kind of travel watches and bags and sunglasses. Quotes about travel, shirts about travel and exploring. This might be kind of more local travel, I guess, just getting up into the mountains and camping. Thought that was kind of cool, given where they live. This guy's exploring on his bike. We have an old train image. Another old train. Sheet music that says The Happy Wanderer is the name of this song. More language papers. A quote on traveling. This guy who's got a bag. Luggage coloring sheet. Again, this kind of reminds me of the travel with the passport and the glasses and so on. License plates. This is from Mardi Gras. These are Buddhist temples. A globe. Conversations here typed out about traveling. It says be curious, not judgmental, which of course I think is really important anywhere, anytime, but also if you're traveling. These guys who came up with the first maps and globes. This is a German map. This guy who's got his Looks like he's kind of zoned out or stoned, but anyway, he's got his cool bag there for traveling, I'm saying. A French map. Got some writing in that French book. This is just a paper bag. I thought it was kind of cool. This list of words, which I think has kind of, traveler, traveling bags, things like that. Maps. April in Portugal. This flips out and has a card that you can write in. Map of Mexico. This is kind of dirt or stone. A little quote here that I thought was appropriate. Something nearby Yosemite, maybe. Not sure. Here's that other part of that Discover envelope. I've made them both into pockets. Quote that I thought was apt, I guess, given the theme. This is actually Hugh Jackman. Tried to cut off his face so it could just be any dude. Quotes. We've got the railroad lines. This I thought was funny, this sticker that says map good. Like it's okay to use a map so you don't get lost. Railroad tracks again. I probably should have split some of those up so I didn't have so much railroady stuff all in a row. That kind of stuff bugs me, but here's some souvenirs. And that's my back page. He's a fat one. He's got some pretty major alligator mouth here. It probably would be cool as just a display piece on a bookshelf or something because he's pretty big. That said, all of my journals really hold a lot and they're pretty sturdy. And I always recommend that as you get the journal, you go ahead and get a hair elastic from Dollar Tree or something of that nature, and just bind it, as it starts to kind of poof out at the edge like it is. Just put one of those elastics around it and it'll be good to go. And I've got one that I'm going to recommend, but they can always find another one. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you and hopefully you guys are having a great day. I've got more things to film. I'm way behind on that, so bear with me and I'll be sharing more soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.